Hello, 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 beautiful people. I hope everybody can hear me. If you can hear me, just let me know. Happy, beautiful Sunday. Great, thank you. Okay, guys, so today we're here to talk about the disrespectfulness of it all. Um, I watched a video yesterday. And I'm realizing, even the video I watched yesterday, and even with other content creators, I'm noticing a certain trend that's going on. And it's a kind of parasocial relationship with content creators and subscribers. So before we get into this conversation tonight, I want to take a minute, just 1 minute, because what we're doing right now is kind of beautiful, y'all. A room full of people who've never met, showing up at the same time to listen, to talk, to think together. That matters. But there's something important about spaces like this that doesn't get said enough. This is connection, not possession. Conversation, not closeness. And I say that with care, y'all. Because when you watch someone often, when you hear their voice in your headphones, see their face on your screen, learn their stories, your brain starts to file them under familiar, not famous, not distant, familiar. And that's where parasocial relationships are born. Not from obsession, from comfort, from routine, from the human need to belong. And that's nothing wrong with that. What matters is what we do with it, especially in live spaces like this. Because when the chat is moving fast and the panel is laughing and your message gets read out loud, it can feel like you're part of something private, like you're being invited in. But here's the quiet truth: access is not intimacy, attention is not affection, and a panel is not a personal relationship. That doesn't make this space cold, it makes it healthy. Boundaries are not walls, they're agreements. They protect creators from, from becoming emotional caretakers for hundreds of people at once. They protect the audience from building expectations that were never, ever promised. So tonight, we're here to talk openly, to laugh, to disagree kindly, to share ideas. But we're also here to respect the line that keeps the community safe for you, for us, for everyone listening quietly in the background. Because the best connections don't blur into confusion. They leave you feeling clear, respected, and welcome. So let's have a good conversation. Let's keep it thoughtful. Let's keep it human. And most of all, let's keep it healthy. And I would like to introduce Lala. She's going to be with me tonight, and we're going to go over these parasocial relationships. How you doing, Lala? Lala. Okay, maybe Lala's not back on yet. I can't hear you, Lala. Okay, we'll wait on Lala. So while we're waiting on Lala, how's everybody doing? Let me look at the chat here. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Inez. Thanks for coming. Sky J26, thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Lala, could you hear me? Because I can't hear you, hon. Oh, let me add you to the stage. Hold on. Sorry. 1 second, y'all. Apologize. Lala, I'm gonna mute it and then I'm gonna unmute it and see if that helps. Okay, so I mute Lala. You got the van cleaned off finally? Yeah, it's a mess out there. Sky J26 is really a mess. I'm up here in Chicago, and I don't know. That Jack Frost is ripping. So while we wait on Lala to kind of figure out how she can get her device connected, let's just give a definition of what a parasocial relationship is. It's a one-sided emotional connection where a person feels personally connected to a public figure, creator, or fictional character who does not actually know them. In simpler terms, you feel like you know them, but the relationship only exists on your side. So while we wait on Lala, I'll just go over. So I was, cruising, these YouTube streets, being a sleuth. And so I was just listening to one of my content creators. I was in her, listening to her members video. And it was quite, unfortunate. It really was. It was a conversation that was going on, but when one of the subscribers came on to the panel, it seems to me, now this is my opinion and everybody have one, and I get to voice my opinion as well. And it seems to me that it was some type of disconnect, some type of underlying expectation that the subscriber was wanting from the content creator. And I didn't understand that. When content creators are doing these lives, as you can see, I'm up here trying to do one now. But when we're doing these lives, we like to have some type of, boundaries within our panel, within our chat, within our channel. And I don't think there's nothing wrong for that. And I think that maybe all of us really need to just understand, best practices, when we go and enjoy people content or be involved with their panel. Okay, let me see. 1 second here. Hold on. Lala, can you hear me? Can anybody hear Lala? Sky J26. Can you hear Lala? Okay, but okay. All right. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my co-host. I don't know, Lala. We can't hear you, babe. Okay, so just to continue with that. So all content creators, I would assume, would like for their, their lives to have a certain flow, certain boundaries, certain respect. And they tend to not really like you to get off of the subject, or at least stick with the argument or with the conversation is about. And when people tend to go off of the conversation and start talking about other things, that can kind of derail the flow of the live or the vibe in the live. It could derail things. And what I listened to the other day, it really derailed it. But what mystified me was that, okay, everybody has a right to feel a certain way. But when you leave the conversation and you feel that you need to go to your own platform, and then the first video you do is about degrading or talking down on another content creator who you've been listening to for the last couple of years, just because maybe a miscommunication happened or however it was. I'm on here tonight because I want you guys to tell me, and I'm trying to understand, when does it come to a point where people are normalizing coming on this tube and airing their grievances because something, maybe a conversation didn't go the way that you wanted, or you didn't get the reaction that you was expecting. See, this is what we need to understand. You cannot control people responses. And I need people to really understand that. You can put something out there and some people may perceive it a totally different way or whatever, and they may respond a different way. Now, by them responding by going on their YouTube channel and, disparaging another content creator, I just think that is whack. I think that shit is whack. I really do. I think it's not called for. We all green here. Oh, you can't hear me either? Oh no. Hello? Hey, Simone Wealthy. I hope you hear me. Sky J20. Okay, all right. Thanks, Inez. Okay, all right. Sorry, see how I'm getting thrown off? Okay. Okay. So yeah. So now I'm not going to, say names. I'll be respectful. I won't say names or whatever, but we all roll in the same community. And even the live that I watched, that I felt like was very uncalled for, I'm seeing it several times. You know what I mean? So I just want to ask you guys, I just want to ask a question here, because this is like crazy to me. So everybody in the chat, have you ever felt emotionally connected to a creator who doesn't know you? And did it feel healthy or uncomfortable? Or do you guys just separate it for what it is? This the internet. Yeah. And then I also want to know, what do you think the line is between being a loyal supporter and forming an unhealthy attachment? You keep it separate, right? Yeah, I keep it separate too. So we just need to just be honest. Like, we're on here in this digital lane, in this digital world, and it's a lot of people that have a lot of unresolved issues or maybe, mental health going on, and they try to project it, and I guess I'm just trying to get some understanding, because I don't see it. Why do people keep bringing us in the damn group chat? Like, why do we have to know, you know what I'm saying, that you have a quorum with somebody, you know what I mean, and you want to give a whole live after watching somebody for 2.5 years, like you was down with them, and now all of a sudden they this big bad wolf, they this mean person, and all this bullshit. Like, I don't understand that. Apparently they thought they were friends with the content creator. That's what I mean about parasocial. Like, did you deal with this content creator offline? Like, do you have a relationship offline with this person? Like, y'all got each other numbers? You know what I mean? Because if you're not, if we don't, conversate personally outside of YouTube or outside of social media, then how could you think that I'm your friend? We can be friendly. Yeah, I think it's all in people's head too. That's what I'm saying. But what would you think? Do you think it would be better if, like, if people have a problem that they contact you, like, maybe, you know what I'm saying, like, what is it, DMs or something offline, to try to get some resolution? Or do y'all feel that since it's normalized, it's okay to just make videos disparaging other content creators? Let me see. Okay, so also, okay, yes, but you also can't blow up the video. See, and if you're doing all that, that's a good statement, Sky J26. You said yes, but you don't. But you also can't blow up their DMs nonstop and go to everyone else and complain. That's true. So by you doing all that, then why did you make the video? Then we have to stop doing things off of impulse. I whether it's all up in your head or not.
Hello, Sugar, can you hear me?
I hear you, la 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 la. Lala, I hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, perfect. Stupid mic. The stupid mic. Apologies.
It's okay.
Okay, perfect. So where are we?
I was just introducing you, twin, until you figured it out. But right now, we were just talking about the video that I saw,
Yeah.
and I was just asking questions like, have you ever felt emotionally connected to a creator who doesn't know you? You know what I'm saying? And did it feel healthy or uncomfortable? And so, the chat was answering some questions with that, and then we were also talking about like how we can handle that situation a little better than to go on your channel and make a disparaging video about another content creator.
Okay, well, I would say I have met amazing content creators that I'm really good friends with outside of this,
Mm-hmm.
outside of the social realm. So it depends on you and you as a person.
Mm-hmm.
However, do I go on every platform and think because I'm part of the community, I am connected to this person a certain way? No, I like your content. I
Right.
think you have to know the difference between knowing someone and just liking their content, because you don't know anybody. Real talk, you don't know anybody,
Mm-hmm.
right? Especially on social media. So, me personally, I can't connect with you. I can connect with you in what the topics are talking about, and come on lives and chit chat, laugh, have a little gigs and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, no. The formation of it starts later on, but I cannot come on your thing and be like, yeah, me and Sugar are good. Yeah, we're good. How are we good? We're on the same social platforms. We don't know each other.
Mm-hmm. But like I was saying, like, for example, I talk to you outside of YouTube.
Yes.
I personally built a relationship with you outside of YouTube. So
Yes.
if I have any quorum with you, I'm going to go directly to you offline.
Thank you.
Issues and evil people in general compare to
Thank you, Sugar, because I would do that. It did okay. Where you mean differ is I would do that depending on my relationship with you. For example, if we had a relationship where it's just, hey, how you doing? You good? Yeah, I'm good. That's it. I
right,
don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. My thing is there has to be a level of understanding. Your feelings does not matter when it comes to content creators' pages.
right.
It does not. Take feelings out of it, because you are the one that took time out of your day to come and listen,
Mm-hmm,
partake, enjoy the content. You do not have rights to come in, change the topic,
mm-hmm,
derail the chat, all
mm-hmm.
types of nonsense because you feel some type of, your feelings do not matter to content creators and their pages.
Right.
And also, if you and me are cool, like I'm cool with you, Sugar, we speak every other day.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
If I have a problem, I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Even if I don't have a problem, I am not doing a bloody live about you.
Yeah, I just feel
I'm
that's
not doing it.
disrespectful.
It's disrespectful. It means you harbored it. You harbored your bullshit hate, excuse my language,
No, no,
towards
excuse, go
me,
ahead. Mm-hmm,
right?
mm-hmm,
You harbored it and you waited, because there's some people out here that wait the long game. Yeah, she's good, but let me see, like, was she really like this? She continue to be like this good? And
mm-hmm,
then bam, one moment you got put in your place, you think you have the rights to go and do a live about it. That means you harbored this shit, okay?
Right.
Don't get it twisted. You harbored it and you
Yeah.
came after me with it. I think it's disrespectful. Know your place. You are on somebody else's platform. Respect their platform. Respect the person. You do not see me coming on Sugar's live and disrupting her chat, disrupting her progress,
Mm-hmm.
and derailing her. I would never do that. It's about respect,
Mm-hmm.
and it's house training.
Right. It's about respect. And I agree with Simone. She said, I'm leaving, excuse me, I'm learning here on YouTube and social media in general that people with mental health issues and evil people in general form parasocial relationships to feed some insatiable need they have to be disruptive. And that's correct. And that's what we're dealing with here a lot, y'all. A lot of people are familiar. We run in the same circles, but it's a lot of people that are wacko jacko. I mean, I don't even understand it. Everybody like to, we like to go to panels to have a he, to sit back, kick it with the conversation about, and we should be able to do that. And I also want to chime in with Sky J26 say, the chat doesn't appreciate the live getting derailed either. That's another thing. How
Facts.
do you as the
Facts.
audience
And you
feel?
eat it alive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Know your place. Know your place because you get eaten alive.
Exactly. And so then you can, and another thing, the chat has feelings too. You know what I mean? If they have a right to comment on what they're seeing. One second, Lala, this cat. They have a right to comment on what they're seeing. Hold on one second.
They do have a right to comment on what you're seeing, but stay on the content at hand. Do not derail somebody's life.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? If I'm talking about cats and dogs, don't come here talking about donkeys because my topic is cat and dogs.
Or if
Okay?
we're talking about a conversation, and then when you put your personal, yeah, everybody is going, I'm quite sure I can say that everybody is going through something right now. Everybody got they shit, you know what I'm saying, that they dealing with.
Yep.
Everybody do. If you dealing with a lot of shit and it's weighing healthy on you and you feeling a little bit emotional or sensitive, then maybe you need not to get on the panel that day. Maybe you need to just sit in the back and listen. I don't know why is that so hard. But then you want to play the victim. No one's a victim here. If like I was listening to the live, and the content creator said, okay, it's all good, we all good, and other people were trying to come up to change the vibe of the conversation to a more positive beat. And when I was listening, I heard that was happening, and then we circle right back around, and the person came up because she just had why do we always gotta be right or always gotta prove a point? Damn, just let it go.
Makes sense. And then play the victim and be disrespectful. Bitch, you've been harboring hate. You've been harboring hate. You seem like a hater. You seem like you came to a platform and you called it a community that you've been part of for 2 years.
Right.
Okay. And now all of a sudden you want to call people sheep. Babe,
Yeah, and
you
then
sheep
what's
too
that?
then, because you were part of the sheep community for 2 years.
You was a sheep too.
You
What do
just
you mean?
They don't like it when they get called out on their bullshit. That's what it is. Point blank, period. Okay? They don't like it. At the end of the day, it's called about respect. Like, I would never come on and disrupt people's thing. You knew you disrupted the first time and you run back your tail back in and
Mm-hmm.
disrupt it again. And then you go back in the chat, start nonsense in the chat, and the actual content creator is telling you to stop. And
Mm-hmm.
you continue to stop. That means you're there to cause destruction. You're not there for
Exactly.
the right reasons. Nobody owes you nothing, especially nobody cares about your feelings. Everybody has a hard day, everybody. But don't come on
Mm-hmm.
social media having a hard day and expecting someone to uplift you. It don't work like that, boo. You need to uplift yourself.
Right. But sometimes, you have conversations or panels where, we've been a part of that it goes deep. But if it doesn't, that's okay. What I'm saying is you could have just circled back to the content creator. If you really felt in some type of way, you could have addressed her off the mic. Period. That's all I'm saying, just to keep, the show going. Whether it's in members or live, it's still that content creator show. So,
Exactly. And know your place. Know your place. Is disrespectful to do first of all to do what you did, then play victim. Do you not like me?
right.
Like, so that means you never liked me. And writing essays and all this shit. Nobody cares, boo.
Whether they
Nobody
came
cares.
in, whether they came in or not, whether they came in late, didn't know what was going on. What I'm saying is, if you felt like, say, if somebody said something in here, they came up on my panel, and or I may saw them in my chat, right? And even if they came in halfway and don't even know what's going on, but then if I thought they was talking about me because they didn't put an ad on it, so if I'm thinking they talking about me, and then they come up and they say, no, it wasn't like that, okay, the person was like, okay, but it was like it was real strange. Like
Yeah.
the subscriber wanted some type of response. Don't you think? Like I was listening
Yeah,
like,
I think it's because you got cut. So what happens is when you came up the first time you explained, I was late and I didn't know, and I took this and I did this and I did that. And the person goes, okay, cool. Like, it's all right. That's fine. It wasn't at me. It's fine.
right.
Then they continued. Then you came back up again. That means you wanted to start something.
Yeah.
Real talk. You wanted to start something. Because a real person be like, okay, they know it's not about me. Let's continue. You didn't want to continue because you went back down to the chat to start something.
See, that's what
Then
I'm
you came back
saying.
up to say it wasn't about you. Then you go drop down in the chat and start. So you were there to cause destruction. You weren't there for anything else. And it's
Yeah.
because I feel like, just as my opinion, nobody else's opinion, I feel like it's something that you got used to, that was overlooked, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because you've been put in your place respectfully, you decided you don't like that, play victim and start a live. I would never, ever start a live about someone that I felt like I was the part of their community for 2 years, and I'll start a live about them for one time that I've been put in my place respectfully.
Yeah. And then to call everybody sheep. Then what are you, honey? Then what are
Yeah,
you? Get the fuck out of here. You're gonna call somebody a sheep because everybody that's, I guess, that's still a part of that content creator's membership or a subscriber to her. You want to call all of us sheep because your feelings got hurt. You even mentioned you're going through a lot or whatever in your personal life. So how about you deal with that, sweetie? How about you just deal with that? Don't get up here thinking you're gonna disparage somebody. You know what I'm saying? Talk down to them, saying they're evil, mean person when you was just watching this person up until yesterday when you got in your feelings.
thank you. And again, nobody cares about your feelings. Nobody. Sorry, nobody.
Yeah. Who's that?
Because at the end of the day, you have no right. I can feel some type of way. You know that I can.
Mm-hmm.
But am I going to go up to you and put my feelings onto it? To you? Project my feelings onto you?
Yeah, because like guys, it has been times. That's what I said. Everybody, I just think that people need to follow some type of best practices here. It's been times where we disagree. I'm gonna say disagree. It has been
Yeah.
times that we disagree. You don't see me and Lala coming over to our page. Like what is this? I don't expect you. I don't expect you to agree with
And we
everything.
disagree a lot. Me and Sugar call each other twin, but let me tell you something. We disagree a lot. But our disagreements are great because she makes me see it in a different side than where I see it. And then she sees it from my side where she didn't see it. So
Right.
we come to an understanding. but
And
that's
that's
because
what
we know each other.
communication is. You come to an
Yeah.
understanding about things. You may not always agree. You may not always see, but you can agree to say, you know what? I see where you coming from, la la. But this is the way this is my point of view. You know what I mean? I don't have to
Yes.
disrespect la la because she's disagreeing. You know what I mean? So I just think that it makes it very uncomfortable for the community, for the for the person channel, for the chat, and I'm 100% confident that this content creator know how to, you know what I'm saying, stand 10 toes down and get her house together. It's not a problem with that. But it's just the fact that you be kind of looking like where all this hate, like where all this shit coming from? Like, do y'all, I mean, you know what I mean? And then
She harbored it, sugar. Hello, April, RN Virgo, welcome. I think
hello.
she harbored it, and it's what it was finally her time to unleash her bullshit feelings. Like I said, nobody cares about your feelings. Have some respect. Have respect. If you're not like right now, America, sorry, right now, Sky J said that if she's not feeling well, she stays in the bushes. Stay in the bushes.
That's
You're the
all.
one that went up there with that shit.
But then you double back. What I'm saying is, like, if it was an issue, it could have just been talked about offline. But the content creator said it wasn't an issue. We all good. Drop it. It's all good. So once you say that to me, it's all good. And if I still felt it some type of way or whatever, I'll address it afterwards. But what I wanted, Lala, when we listen to the subscriber, now I guess she's a content creator. So when I listened to her YouTube video about the situation, she's saying she was crying all night. I mean, if anybody know who I'm talking about was in that, what made you cry?
Exactly.
What the fuck? Like, girl, what is you on? I don't understand it.
Like crying about what? Like that just shows you weren't in the right mind. You know what I mean? And you talking about things that are not right, like talking about you took a couple of pills, and why are you mentioning things like that? And then act the way you act, and then say I was crying the whole night. Then maybe it's got to do with what you're taking. Maybe your feelings are all over the place and you're not regulated. Don't blame the person.
Yeah, it was a PP. Like I said, this is not. We're not bashing. We're just having a conversation on how that could have been handled better from a subscriber point of view. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I think she was wrong. I think she was hella wrong. She didn't handle it well. And then to go about the way she did it, it's totally disrespectful. It's really a slap in the face for how kind and welcoming the community was to you. And then you throw it back in their face.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think it's so rude.
She was saying on that is just untrue. It was all coming from an emotional place. Like it was, I mean, people need to, you know what, man, people need to really, you know what I'm saying, learn how to debate. That's all it is.
Yeah.
You have to learn how to stand on your argument. But if it's a personal problem, you need to let that go and like talk about that like off the screen. You don't have to, you know what I mean?
Do you feel like she was projecting? Because it seemed like a lot of projection.
Well, that's what the content creator said. She said, "Are you projecting on me?" I
said, I just think it's rude. I think and for that particular content creator, I think it's so disheartening to keep having these situations keep occurring because you're so kind at the beginning to certain people, and then all of a sudden, because you are trying to redirect the topic to what you were saying, it gets misconstrued and people get in their feelings. It's not right.
Exactly what happened.
It's not right. You have to control your feelings, regulate yourself, be a normal person. I know social media, I know YouTube's got a lot of Looney Tunes. I know that. But yes, Sandra P said it's entitlement. Yes, it's hell of entitlement.
Yes.
The fact that you thought leeway was being given to you is weird. It's really weird. I just felt really angry for that that content creator, because she goes out of her way to make really good content especially for behind the scenes
Mm-hmm.
for her people, and to be disrupted not
Mm-hmm.
once, not twice, but 3 times, twice on the panel.
Yeah,
And
I'm really tired. I'm tired of the shit.
mm,
Honestly, because
I
I just don't
am. I
understand
am.
what is the problem.
The problem is haters. The problem is jealousy. The problem is, she's a Karen. Let's put it out there. She's a bloody Karen. I said it. I said it. Sugar didn't say I said it. She's a fucking Karen.
She's a
Okay?
Karen.
She's a Karen.
There you go, y'all. Lala said she a Karen.
She's a Karen because it's giving jealous.
Yeah.
It's giving entitlement. It's giving why I on this level. That's what it's giving. Because
But then
if
she was
you
like,
didn't
she
feel
didn't
like that, why
care.
did you do a live about it? Why did you do a live about it? Answer me that.
Exactly. And then in the live, she said that the content creator didn't care because she mentioned, I guess, her medication or whatever she was going through or whatever. Like when I listen to that, you can totally see that it was a personal problem. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, girl, calm
Mm-hmm.
down. It's okay. No one cursed you. No one disrespect you. It was not even disrespectful dialogue going on. So I don't understand, like, why are you crying?
Thank you. And do you know what it is? Rejection kills.
And
You
why
know
the
what I
fuck are you sending everybody all these damn dissertations?
mean? Mm-hmm.
See, that's when you got to check yourself, because it's nothing else to be said. If you didn't go to the person and like, hey, I know I got a little bit tense, but are we good? I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. Instead of like saying that, you said it up on the thing. She told you, okay, but because you didn't like that it was dry.
It's just weird. I'll be honest. It's weird behavior. It's given jealous. It's given I wish I was like that, but I ain't. I ain't got it. I ain't. You know what I mean? That's what it's given to me.
No, absolutely. If you put comments in the chat, SkyJ26, you guys do have, you guys can respond to it. That's what you're gonna do. So I mean, if she put something in the chat, right, and she explained
Yeah.
it. So if I'm up here and I read it, I may think that SkyJ26 is talking about me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I say something like right here, it said that's it. The content creator is very nice, and I could think right there, like, if I'm not following the conversation, and I'm all in my flow talking my talk, and then I look over and see something, I'm like, in my mind, like, who they saying is nice? Oh, I gotta remember what I just said or something like that. It happens. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is,
Do you know what it is though, Sugar? Can I be honest?
uh-huh.
It's because the comment was directed at the content creator, and she didn't think the content creator was clocked because when you're like now you're not really reading the comments, right?
Right.
She didn't know that she would get caught reading the comment, like the content creator reading the comment, and the content creator put her in her place.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she came up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She thought her comment would be bypassed, but it wasn't. That's why she's really mad.
But
And
she
it's
can't
not
tell the content
misunderstanding.
creator how to respond. Right?
Yeah, because it's not a misunderstanding. Because
Right.
if it was, why did you go up there and say, I wasn't talking about you? Why did you do that?
Right.
And how did you know what you were making so many comments? How did you know what comment that Queen was talking about? That's what I'm trying to say is people are weird. They
Yeah.
know what they're doing. They just don't like being called out on it. And I'll be honest, I will say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on YouTube for a while now, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I used to come up, Sugar, you were there. I used to get cussed out. Yes or no?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of my opinions, and I stood on business. I did not care. I
Mm-hmm.
stood on business, right? I used to get cussed out. Do you think I went to any of these content creators and said, you need to protect me? You let me get dragged in your comments. You let me get dragged in your life. No, because I'm a grown ass woman. If I'm able to come up on live and say what I say, I need to back it.
Right.
But she couldn't back herself. Hence the victim.
Right.
Passive aggressive.
Yeah, it was very passive aggressive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the projecting, like, yeah, we need to stop projecting. Like I said, you felt something was wrong when it's like quiet, and then it seemed like she was expecting a certain type of response, and then it seemed like when she didn't get it, she asked the content creator, like, are you okay, like, are you upset, or are you, what did she say, like, are you mad at, are you mad, or are you
You
upset, or
mad at
something?
me?
Yeah, and she was like, no. And she was like, are you projecting?
Project. That's what I'm saying. Why do you come up and assuming you know how someone feels when you don't know them?
No, you
Hence
don't.
why named this Parasocial.
Yes. Yes. You
You
know,
don't know me to come up and say how I'm feeling.
right. You know what I'm saying? So I
Fuck out
don't,
of here, man.
so yeah, we need to, and I don't, how can I say this? I don't really disagree with people voicing their opinions in the chat. I don't know, because I was watching a replay, so I don't know what the chat was saying or whatever. But on her video, she said that they were telling her to shut up, and they probably was trying to tell her to let it go, like, just let it go.
Yeah. Again, if you are woman enough to put what you're putting in the chat,
Right.
be woman enough to take it. Because you brave, right? You brave for writing what you're writing. Why can't you take it?
Right. And then when you put your, and then I don't know. I guess the content creator is gonna, address it, with her community, and she has every right to do so. I just think that we're getting to a point where we're blurring the lines here. We're blurring the lines um, um, between being subscribers and consumers, to being friends, and we got a whole relationship. Like, when your relationship is just logging into my lives or my panel, and talking about different things, that's what I'm saying. If you don't have a relationship outside of this, is, to me, it's not that deep. It's not that deep to go as far as, I'm going to get on my channel and let everybody know that this person is fucked up, treated me like shit. I cried all goddamn night. I'm on fucking
Mm-hmm.
18 medication. Like that. Okay, girl. Like, okay. Like, it's not that damn deep. It's really not that deep.
No. And why are you putting it out there? I took medication and I wasn't feeling my. Okay. Again, you wasn't feeling yourself. So why did you come on social media?
Yeah. And
You just
then
said it.
the content creator says something into that respect. Like, if you having a bad day, or you only know what's going on in your life, we don't know. We are just looking like avatars when we come on this screen. We don't know what's going on in your personal life, but you do. So if you really not feeling the best to engage with people because you got something heavy on your going on with you, then just sit back and just chill out, just listen. You don't have to always comment either. A lot, I listen to a lot of lives, and sometimes I be on a go, or things be going on, and I can't comment, I can only listen. So that's fine, it's okay. Like, it's just not that deep. I think we need to stop normalizing expressing ourselves and our feelings through getting on social media, because it don't even have to be YouTube. Getting on social media and putting everybody in your personal business with somebody. Like, I just think that needs not to be normalized, and I'm sick of it.
No, 100% agree. Keep your business, your personal business. Have we not learned anything from what's happening on YouTube for a long time now? The
Right.
things that have been happening, have we not learned about the doxing and what's happening to people?
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
I just think the level of entitlement needs to go. If you don't like what you're hearing, clock out, click, close, and
Instead
go
of
to the
going on
next
a
one.
damn campaign wanting people on your side. That's the campaign.
Yeah, I don't like that. I really don't like tarnishing people's names.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like the campaigns. I
Mm-hmm.
don't like the disrespect. Like, one thing me, Sugar agree on, we don't deal with disrespect. That's why we did this live, because I think content creators have a right to their channel to do what they want to their channel. They have a right to run it, and if it's running smoothly, you cannot come in and take over. If you
No.
want to take over, create your own one.
Yeah.
You know, do
Yeah.
your own thing on your place. Don't be coming on to somebody else's and disrupting everything because you feel some type of way. It's weird behavior, and it's giving that you're not emotionally regulated to be on social media, let alone anywhere else.
I agree. I agree. So yeah, so I just wanted to, I'm trying to get back online. So you guys got to give me a minute to update my StreamYard. They cost too much, y'all. But anyway, but this is fine. I just wanted to have an open forum about parasocial relationships. You see a lot of them. You see it highly effective in the streaming area, genre, and a lot of people, they get invested, what I'm saying, and these content creators, or their favorite content creators. And it's okay to like who you like, but I think that it's just a visible blurry line that people tend to, tend to cross over. And when they cross over that, it's disrespect, and there's no way you can look at it. You don't get to tell nobody how they manage their channel. You don't get to tell anybody what conversations they want to talk about or have, and you don't get to derail somebody's live with your personal problems. Like, that's just it. So I don't really understand people that think that it's not, and that it's okay to just make a whole bashing video, and then trying to talk to several people to get them on your side. I don't
Then
know.
run it back, and then run it back, sugar.
Huh?
Check your private chat and then run it back. Run it back as in, like, after you do that live, you go back still playing the victim to others, acting like they didn't see your live.
Exactly.
Your video about them. So it means it's premeditated, in my opinion. It's premeditated, thought out thoroughly, because that's how they introduce themselves to YouTube with that topic. So I always say, when you do things like that, that means you premeditated everything. You knew what you was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You was in your feelings, and you let your feelings run you to make your first YouTube video about another content creator and how they treated you.
See, something is weird with that alone. And
Thank you.
anybody that's trying to be in content, a content creator on any type of social media, once you turn your page to into a bashing commentary or whatever, it never goes well. You don't really get far with that. Yeah, people come for the mess and stuff like that or whatever, but is that the energy that you really want to push out to the world? And that's what I want to say to everybody. It's important how you show up and what energy you push out into the world. Because if you push the negative energy out into the world, don't feel surprised when you get that shit back towards you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come back. So, just be respectful, be kind. If you in your feelings, it's okay. Walk away. Try to learn hey, innocent instigator. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, innocent instigator, welcome. Can I say something? Sugar, do you mind if I say something?
Go ahead, Ola.
Stop me if you don't want me to say it. I'm saying, isn't it funny that when we decide to check something, both of us find out at the same time that we were blocked?
Yeah. Yeah.
So why did you block Sugar and me?
Yeah, we block y'all.
Right? Why did you block us? There is a reason why. Because we would have cussed you the F out if we were there.
Yeah, because it don't make no damn sense. Like,
it don't make no damn sense.
Are you okay? I mean,
hello, Rage Beta. Welcome. But I'm just saying, I had to say that people know what type of people we are. And we are always about being respectful, being kind. The minute you turn the other way, then we're going to turn too, because we both got problems.
Okay.
And we will take it out on you if you need be.
Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Rage Beta, for coming. Yeah, so if any of you guys, what I'm saying, if you have something that you want to say about parasocial relationships, That's fine. You can, but do you agree with me and Lala that it's like running rampant in our society, these parasocial relationships? Like, y'all, people be thinking things is real. It's just not that deep. That's all I gotta say. It's just really not that deep.
It's not that deep.
You know,
It's not that deep. And you need to understand that there's a time and place for everything.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
There's a time and place for everything. And I just think be respectful, be mindful of what you're doing. Be
yeah,
mindful because content creators, they work really hard to come up with their content. They work really hard with
yeah,
how they start it, how they in the middle, and how they finish it. And
yes,
it is a privilege when someone opens a lineup and we can go up and give our opinion on the topic at hand.
right,
Unless the content creator, let's right now, Sugar change the topic,
mm-hmm,
then you change with the topic that she changed to.
exactly,
You can't change the topic. Like, just be mindful and respectful when you go onto people's pages. Act correct, act
mm-hmm,
accordingly,
mm-hmm.
act responsible, and act respectful.
Even if you're feeling some type of way, we're not saying that's not okay. That's okay. Keep that shit to yourself and address it after the damn live. That's it.
Yes. And don't be messaging them. Don't be messaging them because you didn't like the live. It's not your business to like it or not. You have free will. You click on something, it's not for you. You click off and go about your business.
Yeah,
Just because you don't like it, you cannot message the content creator and say, I don't like this and I don't like what you said. What I say is nobody's business but my own. I'm entitled to my opinion, same way you're entitled to your opinion.
that's it. Everybody just spew their opinions.
Yeah.
Um,
Sugar, check your private message, please.
right. But what link?
Okay, so
Yeah.
Sky J says she agrees with both of us.
Uh-huh.
Sharon says she agrees with us as well. So at least people are agreeing. I think everybody that's been here for a while, they know how to act. They know what to do. It's just some people that are just waiting. They're waiting for a moment. They're waiting for your downfall, and they
And
want to try you.
yeah, and we
It's
support our content
2026, boo.
creators. Even the one we talking about. Y'all know who she is. We support her heavy. You know what I'm saying? And we
Mm-hmm.
support anybody. Like I'm really neutral, in the situation or whatever. But I don't like disrespect. Yeah, you can kick rocks with that shit. Ain't nobody trying to hear no disrespect. Ain't nobody trying to
Mm-hmm.
hear about your problems or whatever. You may have them, but keep them to yourself. Because that's what happened. You unleashed your problems and nobody gave a shit, and now you feeling some type of way. That's what it
Halfway. Thank you.
happened to me. From my perspective.
Now, keep going, sugar. Keep going.
No, I'm just saying because I just don't be understanding like why is it so much. You know what I'm saying? Why is it so much infighting for what? For what?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all grown. You know what I mean? And so that's why I always keep saying, La, it's a epidemic on emotional intelligence in this world. It is
Yes.
a big
Yes.
epidemic. Just because you've grown don't mean you know how to manage your emotions. That is a fact. It's a lot of things that goes on in people's experiences and in their lives and everything that they carry on with them as they get older and they haven't dealt with things or whatever. And then you come on this damn internet and you want to project it on people. Like, chill
Yes.
out. You're gonna get a so when you do that, you're gonna get a response back.
And the content creator did the right thing by um dropping it and saying, I'm going to end the chat if you guys do not stop what you're doing. She
Mm-hmm.
did the right thing because it wouldn't continue.
Right. Uh,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So I just think there's a time and place for everything. I just think the rules are there for a reason, so follow them.
Yeah.
Follow them.
That's it. Like I said, nobody's hating on nobody. We're not saying names. She knows who she is. Whatever. You know what I mean? We're not saying no names. If she got a problem with my life, you can hit me up because I don't care. I'm just saying what's right is right, what's wrong. If you do not know how to conduct yourself, then maybe you need to stay off panels because I don't see what was wrong. I don't see what was said that made her so upset to the point where she did a live like that? I don't understand. Y'all making
I
feel
think, do
me.
you know what it is? It's because she didn't get the same welcome that she did.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said at the beginning, Sugar, she made a comment,
Mm-hmm.
didn't at anybody, but she knew who it was for. And when she got confronted
Mm-hmm.
about the comments, she came up and it's not about you. Well,
Right.
clearly it is, because you came up to say it's not about. How do you know what comment I'm talking about? Because
Right.
you made several, but they didn't put you in. You said, okay, cool, it's all right. I'll drop you down, cool. And then it came back again. I upset you? You're projecting. It's
Yeah.
because she didn't get the what she thought she would get, the welcome. Like, I'm going through this. Like everybody else gets to talk about their feelings. Yes, but there's a time and place for it. If
Right.
the topic at hand is about feelings, then the lines are open to talk about feelings. If the topic at hand is talking about a bozo cheating on you, then it's about cheaters.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's okay to talk about what you're going through, what you're feeling? Babes, everybody's going through stuff.
That's what I
It's
said.
hard out here.
Everybody is going through something, and you're not the only one on the island, girl. You're not the only one on the island, and
Thank you.
so I just wanted to come here and get my feet wet again with the live, y'all. So I'm going to wrap it up. I thank you all for coming, but before we log off tonight, I want to leave you with one last thought, because conversations like this don't really end when the stream does. They linger in the way you think about the creators you follow, in the way you show up in the chats, in the way you understand connection online, and that matters. Tonight we talked about parasocial relationships, about closeness, about boundaries. And here's what I hope stays with you. Connection is powerful. It can comfort you on hard days. It can make you feel less alone in a loud world. But the healthiest connections don't ask you to forget where the line is. They don't demand access. They don't promise intimacy. They don't turn attention into obligations, because creators are not characters, they're people, and audiences are not numbers, they're people too. So when this panel ends and the chat closes and the screen goes dark, carry this with you. Support without ownership, care without control, engage without expectation. Let admiration stay admiration. Let community stay community. And let boundaries do the quiet work of keeping all of us safe. Thank you for being here, for listening to me, for thinking with us, and for showing that online spaces can still be thoughtful, respectful, and human. Take care of yourselves, everybody, and we'll see you in the
Thank you,
next one.
Sugar.
You
Thank you,
will.
everyone.
Goodbye, beautiful people.
Bye.